Three-peat as in beat the Giants.
3 times
third
on the
time.
road. Yeah,
Skip Bayless. Damn it.
Oh, no. Oh, boy.
I have no reason to pick the Giants, Skip Bayless. I just hate what I'm seeing from them. They lost 5 straight, Skip. Eli's throwing interceptions again. Rashad Jennings, is he out? I don't even remember if he's there anymore, Skip Bayless. I'm so disgusted with them. He's there, he's in. Victor Cruz is out. I don't know about Ruben Randall. Beckham, I like him, but I don't know the defense. I don't know, Skip. Skip, I'm picking the Giants. I'm picking the Giants. I'm picking the Giants. They're in East Rutherford, New Jersey, Skip. They gave them a run for their money in the first half. The Giants have absolutely nothing to lose. They haven't been winning football games. This is probably it for Tom Coughlin. We don't know if this is it for GM Jerry Reese. We don't know if this is it for Eli Manning. There's changes on the horizon, Skip Bayless. New York Giant fan base can't tolerate this. I get all of that, Skip. Damn it, I'm picking the Giants, Skip. There's one thing left to salvage this season, and that's to beat the Cowboys. And when all else fails, Skip Bayless, when all else fails, then we got to go with beating the Cowboys. At least we have that to salvage. Now, it didn't matter the last 4 years when they were the walking piece of mediocrity that they were. But considering the fact that they're in first place, considering the fact that DeMarco Murray is an MVP candidate, considering the fact that Tony Romo with the 2 broken bones in the back and all of this other stuff, considering the feel-good story Jerry Jones boys and Big D have become this year, Skip Bayless, this would be an upset. This would be something that would pretty much make the New York Giants season. I'm going to roll with that. I'm picking the New York Giants, Skip Bayless, to win this football game. I think Rashad Jennings is going to have a big game. I think Beckham Jr. is going to have a big game. I think the defense is going to rise to the occasion, and I think the Giants are going to find a way, Skip Bayless, to win this game. I'm picking the Giants 31-26.
Mr. Smith, are you sitting down? I assume you are because I can see only the top half of you.
No, you're not.
I must admit to you that the rationale you gave me for your irrational pick is painfully and frighteningly valid to me. It's insightful because the reasons you gave all scare me to death. They're reasons that I wrestled with last night as I tried to make this pick. The Giants are in the perfect spot to upset their longtime arch rival. I have covered dozens and dozens of Giant Cowboy games down through the ages, back to my youth in this business. And I've seen a lot of weird things happen. I've seen a lot of shootouts. I've seen a lot of upsets. And it would be just like the weird dude that is Eli Manning to go from 5 interceptions against San Francisco to, 5 touchdown passes against my Dallas Cowboys.
Boy.
And Odell Beckham Jr. is really starting to scare me to death because he looks like a stud, a flat-out, big, strong, fast, and quick stud. And I got to tell you, he made a play last week. Remember the 37-yarder down to the 4-yard line? This is against San Francisco at MetLife. Now, this is the San Francisco 49ers, and all of a sudden, their first and goal are your Giants at the 4-yard line, and it's only 16-10, and they got a chance to win the game 17-16. And Eli misfired, and he misfired, and he misfired, and then the 4th down pass, as you well know, all too well know, got tipped up into an interception, his 5th interception. But they were in position to win a football game against San Francisco. They should have won that game. Well, that's pretty good. You mentioned Rashad Jennings. He got 59 yards. He's back in the saddle, I would have to say. So, again, at 3-7, this is Super Bowl-like for your New York Giants. This could...
Bragging rights.
But it could... I could go so far as to say, could it save Coughlin's job? I don't even know if it's to be saved yet. I have no idea. They seem to still hang in with Tom Coughlin. But Jerry, you mentioned Jerry Reese. This would be a big win for them at 3-7. All that said, I'm still going to stick by my Dallas Cowboys. I told you, let's see, we're going back almost 2 weeks ago, the last time they played. They got back on that horse and they rode it in London against, albeit, the Jacksonville Jaguars. They came out of that game feeling very good about themselves going into a bye week that they sorely needed to get a little healthier. I think DeMarco needed it just to heal up a little bit. I think Romo definitely needed it just to heal his back up a little bit. And I'm going to remind you that despite the cowboy-hating producers on this show who opened up this piece with this topic, what was all that ancient history about? I don't know what all that was.
I guess they were trying to set up a timeline that there was
cowboy hater is me.
Yeah. I
don't know. That was some big hating.
They were trying to set up a history.
Just because that was cowboy lover, you might get them fired for that.
Okay, that was ancient history because my Dallas Cowboys, as Kerry pointed out, have won 2 in a row at Giants. They've won 3 straight games against the Giants. They've won 4 of the last 5 games against the Giants. So I think my Cowboys feel pretty good about how to go about beating the New York Football Giants. Tony Romo, in his last 4 games, 9 touchdowns to only 1 interception. It's not exactly Aaron Rodgers, but it's pretty good. And I'm going to say that they will go in and win a shootout because it will be a shootout. And I believe that Eli will come off 5 interceptions. He might throw 4 touchdown passes for all I know. But I'm going to go, and your score was high also, I'm going to go 32 for Dallas, 29 for the New York Giants.